Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K18. This one has been suggested by Derek Dwell and it is Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, of course, and Kurt Angle both were on SmackDown if my memory serves me right, and I think this is around about the right time as well. Maybe this was a little bit early, this arena, but it was this is SmackDown 2000 arena, and I think these two probably collided. Actually, it might be more like 2005-ish. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not really sure. But this will be a pretty damn good one. As I said in my previous episode of Throwdown, Kurt Angle built Suplex City, of which now Brock Lesnar reigns supreme. So this should be an interesting one. We've got Kurt Angle, we've got the 2001... I'm losing real track here. 2001 Kurt Angle, I think it is. So that would have been Kurt Angle at arguably his peak. It depends. He's had several different peaks, hasn't he, Kurt Angle? I think wrestling ability peak might have been around about that 2000 era because he was obviously not any injuries being carried in, no alcohol issues and so forth. Whereas as the years gone on, he may have developed his character more and developed his in-ring mentality rather than his actual moveset. So Kurt Angle's a very difficult one to really pin down to a real peak period of his career, I suppose. Even now, he seems like he could put on a pretty good match. And I realise that he has done a few times recently. And I'm pretty sure he probably will at WrestleMania this year as well. I would be surprised if Kurt Angle does not step in the ring at WrestleMania. And there's real potential for that match to be probably against Triple H, maybe. The whole Kurt Angle, Triple H, something to do with maybe Angle and Stephanie getting in a bit of an argument. We saw Stephanie return on Raw last week and obviously put Angle in that match at Survivor Series. But potentially if Angle loses that match, he could be fired as the Raw GM. So potentially we could see something along those sort of lines go all the way through until WrestleMania. We know that Triple H likes to interject himself in some of the bigger matches every WrestleMania. Of course, he's had Sting, he's had The Undertaker, he's faced Daniel Bryan when Daniel Bryan was hot. Triple H likes to... he had Seth Rollins last year when Seth Rollins was hot as well. So he does like to get himself involved in some of the bigger ones, and I feel like Triple H Kurt Angle would be a match I'd like to see. I'd like to see this match again, don't get me wrong, with Angle and Lesnar, or even Angle versus Nakamura would be amazing, but that's just too risky for me. With Angle's histories of neck problems, I think if he takes too many German suplexes himself, he could end up in serious danger. So he's got to be careful who they put him in the ring with. I feel like someone like The Miz would be a good opponent for Angle, because The Miz is good ring philosophy and good promo work, but he's very safe in the ring, and that could be the best thing for Kurt Angle for WrestleMania, potentially. But of course, don't forget there are ranking points available here. Of course, Brock Lesnar is part of Carnage, which we saw the first episode of yesterday. It was a little bit later than I hoped to get it uploaded, but I got stuck in a big accident on the way home from work and getting it home till God knows what time. So yeah, he's over on Carnage, and of course, Kurt Angle, one of the main men we have on Throwdown. And he's actually the number one contender for the Throwdown Championship. We'll be challenging for that in about a week or so's time against CM Punk. So don't forget to check that one out. And there's an ankle slam really early in the match for that one. And Angle now rolling Lesnar through. Not going for the pin straight away. I think he realises that one angle slam might not be enough to get him the desired result he needs. Angle now reverse suplex. Lovely. So yeah, like I said earlier on, the winner of this one... It's not the winner of this one. This one was suggested, by Derek Dwell. If anyone else has any suggestions for random matches you'd like to see, please drop them in the comment section down below. I'll add them all into the hat. The hat is looking pretty full now, I must admit. We've probably got enough matches to... We've probably got over 100 matches in there at the moment. And of course, the more you suggest, the more likely one of yours is going to get pulled out. So that's a little incentive for you there, I suppose. As referee count up now, we still have had a few double countouts and so forth this year's game. I thought it might get a little bit better this year, but it still has its issues, I think, because Lesnar... Oh, wow, Lesnar just slamming Kurt Angle's spine first into the barricade on the outside. Lesnar now bringing Angle up, looking at gut wrench. There's the gut wrench suplex on the outside. That's not going to do Angle's back and neck any favours. Lesnar now sending Angle back into the ring. Lesnar just taking a break in the corner there. Winning Angle back up to his feet. Nice overhand. Bringing Angle back up. But Angle fighting back. Play possum for long enough to get a chance to get back in this one. But nope. Too slow. A little bit of ring rust maybe being shown there by Angle. Oh, I take it back. Angle taking Lesnar. That's been a massive win here for Angle if he can pull this one off. And Angle now just taunting Lesnar, coming down to a lower level and just shouting in his face. Again, might not be the best idea. And one of these ropes has gone very, very glitchy. That seems to be fixed now. He got caught in an invisible ghost. Angle ducking the clothesline, but he couldn't duck that one. And gets caught in a German suplex there by Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. Now, it did try and tempt me into having Paul Heyman at ringside, but it doesn't really work out too well. I think it's great in the universe mode having these people at ringside, but in random matches, it really does make it really one-sided. The person with the manager has a much bigger chance of winning these matches. And Angle getting a German suplex on Lesnar himself. Now keeping the grip and rolling the hip, looking for the second. And again, keep the grip, roll the hip, looking for a trifecta of German suplexes. That is big. That is by Kurt Angle. Angle up top now, taunting. Can he follow up those German... Oh, no, he can't. No. He could not follow up on those German suplexes and gets caught with a backbreaker by Brock Lesnar. Angle slowly bringing himself back up to the feet using the ropes and... Oh, Lesnar tried to catch him out there and Angle saw him coming and caught him in a boot in the face, but Lesnar playing possum himself, catching Angle up on the shoulders he goes. Oh. What's this? Okay. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Lesnar, he took him up on the shoulders but seemed to forgot how to do an F5, or he took him on the shoulders and thought, am I going to break Kurt Angle by dropping him like this? Oh, nice belly to belly over the top there by Angle on Lesnar. Dropping an elbow. Lesnar really not taking his chance to hit that F5. If he hit that F5, it would have been match over. But now Angle has a chance. We know he likes to utilise a pretty damn good moonsault, but he goes for an elbow drop instead. Bit disappointing. I was looking forward to that elbow drop. Pin, only enough for a 2. Now Angle drops the out. Angle, what are you doing here, mate? Ah, you're just taking a break. I thought you might be looking for a weapon there, but decided that probably wasn't worth it. Nice elbow drop there by Angle in the face of Lesnar. Now a knee in the face of Lesnar as well. Angle now booting the spine of Lesnar. And Angle, since Lesnar went for the F5 and sort of dropped out of it, Angle's been really in control. There's that belly to belly. Remember that move? That was the one he used to throw Shane McMahon through the glass sheet at SummerSlam that year. That's not been referred to at all, has it really? You think with the whole Survivor Series thing coming up, they might have mentioned the whole Angle versus Shane McMahon match from years ago. I have to go back and watch that, because I remember that being a really amazing match, actually. So Angle versus Shane O'Mac in a street fight, some of them sort of lines, where he, yeah, if you're not seeing it, he belly-to-bellied through him, Angle belly-to-bellied Shane McMahon through a glass sheet. It was really, it was an amazing match, if I remember correctly. Again, trifecta of German suplexes by Angle. Rolls him over, looking for the pin. 1, 2... Only a 2 count. It's going to take a bit more than that. Angle. He's hit his signature a couple of times. He needs to go for a finish. He needs to go for an ankle lock or an ankle slam. One of the two. Angle allowing Lesnar back up to his feet. And see, that's the thing that just confuses me. You saw that. Angle just stopped there and didn't do anything until Lesnar got back up on his feet, where he could have gone for the kill and really finished him off. And now he potentially might be Angle stalking Brock Lesnar. And there's the Angle slam. 1. Oh, no, we need a 2 count. How has Lesnar just kicked up another Angle slam? This is a pretty impressive match here so far. Angle wiping away the spit from his mouth, as you do. Bringing Lesnar back up, but Lesnar now slamming Angle face first into the mat. Lesnar now just a drop and a boot in the gut of Angle. Now bringing Angle back up. Lesnar's going to go for Germans himself. We've seen so many German suplexes during this match. A second. And the trifecta. Lesnar just stamping on the face of Angle as well, just an insult to injury. And a huge knee strike right in the face. Now what's Lesnar going to do to try and finish this one off? He's gone for his big German suplex chain, but... Oh, Angle, I thought he might be going to go for the Angle slam there again, but no, he goes for the reverse DDT instead. Through many years working with Sting over in TNA. Still in the old Scorpion Death Drop. There's a pin. Angle's feet are up on the ropes. Referee waits for Angle's feet to be up on the ropes. Again, it's just... that frustrates me, that whole animation, because the referee waits. The referee wouldn't wait normally, would he? Because there's no... You wouldn't wait for someone to get the feet up the ropes, would you? Oh, Lesnar looked like he was going to go for an F5 there, but Angle caught him out quickly. And now wrenching back of that arm. Looks very painful, that one. Oh, Angle really wrenching back of that arm. Lesnar catching Angle with the big right hands in the gut. Now there's the snapmare. And now Lesnar returning the favour with that wrenching back of the arm. Oh, that looks really painful, that one, I tell you. Really bloody painful. Slamming Angle back of the head first into the mat. Lesnar now brings him up into a fisherman suplex. Nice. I like that. Lesnar now rolling Angle over for the pin. There it is. 1, 2, and it's still only enough for a 2 count. What a freaking match this has turned out to be, eh? As Lesnar stalking Kurt Angle. If he hits this, this surely will be game, set, match. Lesnar slight rotation. So he lands Angle in the middle of the ring. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Brock Lesnar does pick up the victory. So that means Brock Lesnar's going to take 5 points into the rankings. And Kurt Angle's going to get -5 in the rankings as well, as per our new rules in the random matches this year. If you've not seen that, basically we're giving away ranking points in the random matches just to try and give away as many ranking points as possible. Just change things up a little bit and spread the wealth, because we've got a lot of people still on similar ranking points. It'd be nice to sort of get them a bit of differential between them, wouldn't it? But there we go. Great match there, suggested by Derek Duell. Again, if anyone has any suggestions for random matches you want to see, then do drop them down in the comment section down below. If yours gets pulled out the hat, you will get a shout out in the process. And we all have that, don't we, really? We all have a good shout out, eh? What a win, though. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button. Of course, if you want to see some more, then hit that subscribe button as well. And you'll also find the link in the description down below for our Universe Mode, our SWE Universe Mode. Unlike any other Universe Mode on YouTube, we've got 5 brands, completely unique, with unique championships, and every single wrestler on the game, plus about 200 cores have been drafted, those 5 brands as well. So really, there's something for everybody. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of SWE and our next random match. Bye. The 1, 2, 3.